Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, black, 25, behind.
On the run, this is Hunt. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. Winston. Flush to his right. That one is caught by Hunt.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Check 61, match box, lights. Check. Head up.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
To return is Taylor. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Ready. Blue wave. Right there. 54 Mike. Go on.
From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 18 Gators. I got 15. Here we go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pilot, 64. Ready?
McCaffrey on the counter, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
Coming to you.
Spin it.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Lawrence. Completes it to Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Come on, set. 30 base. We got rules off purpose.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
X3, 218, chop.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because they did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The end result, 21 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. On Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
You got me ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, I want to kick it. Check. Let's go.
Now Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Sack City, baby.
Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Slam. Get it.
McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair. Just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number one. Could be first touchdown wins. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Keep it up, guys. Shoot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Watch the run.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to go down again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. First carry for James Conner. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Box it. Watch 80. Watch 80.
Play fake. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
And the Buccaneer first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stand up here. Check three.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
So we got man.
Here's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready? Blue 80.
Check, with the nose. Cut.
1st down, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 25.
To throw, Winston. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, let's take a conversion.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Switch.
Come on. Let's go.
Winston now from the 50.
Under 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 bucks.
Here's McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Pick the edge.
Go. Hey, Echo. Ready.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. This is McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, he finds his target. It's Evans.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston now finding Godwin, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Winston to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now.